Maybe this time we'll get one off these AEW piles. Wait, I know. He is the subject of the 47th episode of the YouTube unboxing series NWOpenings. He is probably some other things as well. I already made this joke once in this mail opening video. Kenny. Well, that's quite enough of that, I think. Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today is just the 47th NW opening, and it is Unrivaled Series 4, Kenny Omega. Now, I would go on record as saying this is possibly my favourite AEW figure altogether. You know, I just think it looks really, really good. Possibly, maybe would say I prefer Thunder Rosa, I suppose. I'm not a massive fan of Kenny, but even when this was previewed, I was just completely sold. The gear is really nice colours. The head is really good, despite being an open mouth. And I've mentioned how often I'm probably going to be saying that in the near future. There's been some pretty decent open mouth ones recently, and this is definitely one of them. And even when it was previewed, I said this was going to be a gorgeous figure, but I didn't buy it when it came out. Along with a lot of other AEW figures, I kind of waited for it to get reduced in Smyths, then it never did. But now they are clogging up everyone's B&Ms and stuff. I thought I got this for a good deal at $12.99 on Amazon. Turns out I didn't, because they were going to turn up in B&M very shortly after. But ho-hum, it's still a good price at the end of the day, isn't it? And, you know, we got the figure in the end. So, yeah, we've got the usual AEW, you know, classic superstars inspired packaging. On the back, we've got Series 4. We've got the picture from All Out 2019. We've got Kenny, Cody, Sammy, Matt Hardy, Santana and Ortiz. As I mentioned before, Matt Hardy I also thought looked really good when it was first previewed. Sammy Guevara is probably one of the AEW figures that I kind of wish I had now. And the Cody I'm glad I passed on in the end. Okay, let's get into him. No messing about today, I'm just cutting the tabs clean off the box. I figured we may as well get this guy opened, because I'm going to start filming the next match of my next show, and that very well, it's not going to be the next match. I want to start filming the next show, but I'm probably going to start with a match that's actually going to be later on in the card while I'm still excited for it. I thought we may as well get him opened, and we may as well get him ready for that match, and then we can just start filming it whenever I feel like it. You know, if it's a little ways down the road, that's fine. We got the figure open, that's the important part. And now that I've got it in front of me, I actually think it looks better, because you can better see the detail on the trunks. You can better see the detail on his face. It just kind of looks better as well. Oh man, this is a great figure. I'm not a massive fan of Kenny, but I would say I like him. I would definitely say that I like this figure as well, in case you hadn't noticed. The only accessories here are the jacket and the interchangeable hands. But that's okay, you know, there's been a lot worse in the past. I think the posable hand is pretty novel, but I guess that probably comes as standard with AEW figures now. The paint job on the hair looks really nice, actually. That's very interesting. It kind of looks almost like it's been sort of spray painted. That's very interesting. The skin tone there is slightly different on his chest to on his abdomen. I don't know whether you can really see that. It's only slightly different. It's not a big deal. We've got the one feathery wing on his jacket there. The silver. There's the back of the silver trunks. Got them weird kind of glue paint mark things there. And there we have the boots. Seriously, like I say, guys, the detail on this thing is really, really good. So let's just let's get into the joint check. That head is pretty good. The heads on my AEW, it's a little bit wobbly up and down. The heads on my AEW figures haven't been amazing, but to be honest, I think these are getting a bit of a reputation for having terrible joints. The shoulder joint was just all the way around the wrong way in the packaging, so that's good. And we'll just move that down. The good news is that shoulder and elbow are fine, as is that hand. Heh. Is that shoulder backwards as well? Nope, not quite. That's a little bit stiff. Getting that bicep to come out there, but that's fine. Elbow's fine, wrist is fine. Gonna just pop the jacket off. So I'm kind of not a fan of the way that the rubber jacket's coming off there, the way it's kind of dragging the arm back, like it's popping the bits, it's popping the joints out a little bit. Not a big fan of that. Probably means I'm gonna avoid taking this jacket off too often, or putting it on him too often, I guess. But the skin tone looks fine around the back. Just looks ever so slightly darker on the chest or on the front. Okay, so that ab joint, that's nice and tight. That's really, really, ooh, and that waist is really tight. That's really good. Really good. Now, I have been told that when you start posing with this figure, the paint scrapes off. So let's see how accurate that is. I don't know if that was like an exaggeration or maybe it's true, you know. Was that dent there a second ago? It's like a little scratch there. Let's try this one. Well, it's not terrible. I mean, it's not just like putting lines in it, I guess, like just taking a line of paint off. Anyway, both of those joints were fine. That knee is okay, that's fine. That boot is feels more or less fine. And the joints on that leg are fine as well. We'll just see how they hold up for the rest of its life. Because like I say, these AEW figures aren't getting the best reputation for keeping joints in good condition. So, all in all, as I always say, my review of this figure is very biased because I wouldn't have bought it if I didn't like it. I think this is an incredible figure that actually looks even better in person than I thought it did beforehand. Oh, wait. Look, there, now we can see it. That chip wasn't there before. That's new. So's that one. Oh. But that's not ideal. That's not great design. But, you know, what are you going to do? It can't exactly be helped, I guess. You know, it's one of those things that you're not really probably going to think about it when you're designing it. And then by the time you could possibly find out that this is an issue, it's probably too late. You're probably going to go ahead with it anyway. Yeah, I think this is a fantastic figure, if for that little flaw. And the rubber jacket, I kind of don't like the way you kind of have to, you know, stretch one of the arms out to get it to come off, kind of thing. So that's a little bit of a neg for it as well. It doesn't really come with any sort of more exciting accessory either, just jacket and hands that would maybe be a bit, you know, standard issue on an AEW figure that would possibly come with something else. But, you know, we seem to get an inconsistent amount of accessories and such with these figures, and that's okay. At the end of the day, this is absolutely my favourite Kenny Omega figure. I'm not absolutely certain this is my favourite AEW figure, but as you will have noticed in this video, I do have a very high opinion of this. So, what I like to do to finish off my unboxing videos is talking about what this guy's going to do in my figure fed. Long story short, although I have a plan for a kind of exhibition match he's going to do, I don't really have much else planned. So after that, he's probably just going to sit on my shelf for a while until I like maybe think of something else for him, or until I decide that you know, he's got some other purpose to serve. But at the same time, it's quite possible he will turn up in my Instagram fed matches. There's a lot of the stuff I'm probably going to do on there is probably going to be completely non-canon to anything. And it's just, you know, getting some use out of some figures that are otherwise just sat around. Like the John Moxley and Nick Aldis that I did one with a few weeks ago. But yeah, anyway, to end this video, if you enjoyed it, please do like, comment, and subscribe. And check out the NWOpening playlist in the end screen. Thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.